Hey, Coach, you had 9 guys play at least 20 minutes, and all those guys had at least 2 assists. Felt like the ball movement was much better tonight. Your thoughts on the win?
That's the kind of basketball we want to play, and that's the level that I'm going to hold the guys to. 34 assists, the ball movement, the player movement, that's who we are. And I thought the balance was much better tonight between playing in that kind of environment and playing in pick and rolls and called plays. And, you couple that with the defense off of a back-to-back, to hold a team like that under 100 points says a lot about the resiliency of our guys. But at the same time, we have to pack that in our suitcases and take it with us everywhere we go. That's the deal, because we know we can play like that on a consistent basis. The defense, the ball movement, and just playing the right way. You saw it from start to finish. Even in the second quarter, when we didn't score that much, we still were playing the right way. We just couldn't make any shots. But that's who we want to be, and that's who I'm going to hold them to, that level of play.
We're going to go back to Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic, and then Christos Saltis.
Thanks, Palmer. Sorry about that. Coach, looked like guys were playing more downhill than they had in previous games. They had 52 points in the paint. Was that a point of emphasis going into the game, or that just sort of materialized as the game went on?
No, we emphasize paint to great in our program. If you look at the numbers and all the data that comes back to us, anytime we touch the paint, our efficiency goes through the roof. And so it doesn't matter who it is or what it is, and pick and roll or DHOs or just off the dribble attacks. Like anytime we get to the paint, it's good for us. So we practice it pretty much every chance we get to practice. And I thought our guys, again, we just had a great balance of playing in our make offense and playing in pick and rolls and called plays tonight. I thought the balance was great. In each category of plays, we made an effort to get to the basket. And then if we had a shot, we took it. If not, we kicked it out for a better shot. And we call that good to great.
Just to follow up, you've been tweaking with the bench because guys are out, then, guys hurt, then you try to figure that out. But obviously Nader and Kaminsky and Galloway gave you that scoring punch. What do you think about their effort tonight?
I mean, that group really solidified what we were trying to do. I thought the starters came out with a great purpose and sharing the ball. And then the second group came in and the body movement was taken to another level. And so, Frank, I've always said this about him. He's a connector. Like, he gets the ball at the top of the key and he can make reads. I think he had 8 assists tonight. He was on the doorstep of a triple-double, but I thought he connected both sides tonight. And Langston's a guy that moves without the ball and can space the floor. And, Nader's been attacking the basket from the time I've put him in the rotation. Even in games we lost, I thought he had a huge impact on the game. And Etuan was solid. Like, he hasn't made shots like we know he can, but he got us into stuff tonight. And I thought there was a level of know-how and IQ out there that was a little bit different.
Next is Christos Saltis with Sport DNA in Greece, followed by Dave King.
Hello, Coach. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
What it means is reaction about your team after the tough loss against OKC last night, and about Frank, what impressed you most about his game?
I mean, the one word that describes the response to last night is just resiliency, and that's something that we've talked about. All good teams have that, the ability to bounce back, to live in the uncomfortable. That's a tough loss last night, and to be able to come back to the gym and play the way we played, I can only describe it in that particular, with that particular word. And as far as Frank is concerned, he was active tonight. He was, making unreal passes that led to scores or led to other people getting shots like hockey assists. But he just connected both sides of the floor tonight. We were able to play through him the same way we played through Dario. And then that's something that's really important to our team. But he played good defense also. Pascal came in and hit some tough jump shots on him, but they weren't threes. They were non-paint twos, and he contested without fouling. I thought he had a good presence at the rim tonight. and he played extremely hard.
Next is Dave King with Bright Side of the Sun, followed by Gina Mizell.
Coach, a lot of this game kind of unfolded like the night before through 2 and 3, almost 3 full quarters. And it looked like, oh man, what's going to happen next? And then the second unit had struggled in the first half to score. And then all of a sudden the lid came off. Did you see that? Can you anticipate that kind of thing happening, or what were you thinking in there?
I think it's human nature to relive the past, right? Like, you guys felt it, we feel it, but as a coach, I have to continue to press on and give guys confidence and, give them structure, even in those moments. I just think our guys were determined tonight to not let those things happen again. The lulls, we got so many consecutive stops. Like, anytime you can hold a team under 100 points, low 90s, that is huge in this NBA economy with the pace that we play with. So I thought the defense really helped us a ton. But yeah, I mean, I thought about it when we got to the third quarter. You start thinking like, are we going to go that route again? And then you got to clear that out of your mind and give the team some direction and structure and give them confidence, and then just tell them to play.
Final 2 questions are going to be Gina Mizell with Suns.com and then Dwayne Rankin.
Hey, Monty, when you talk about getting back to that balance and the ball and body movement, is that showing film? Is that just reminding guys, like, especially without having a practice in between, how did you go from last night to this night so quickly?
We had a really good film session today, and the players deserve all the credit for, taking the things that I had to say to them this morning. I challenged them, but I challenged them in a good way. My mode of coaching is to never call people out. I want to call them up. And I just reminded them how good we can be when we play the right way. And we had, spells of that last night and even in the games before, but we hadn't put it together and been consistent with it. And I just talked about on offense, when we have ball movement, player movement, we can wear teams down and you can get any shot you want. And then the balance of being able to go into pick and roll with Chris, it's a huge compliment to, our offense, to have the bucket of make offense and then the call plays and then the pick and rolls. I think those 3 things complement each other, but we have to have better balance. I thought our offense was hurting our defense because we were taking bad shots. We didn't have good balance in transition. And so we put a lot of pressure on our defense. I thought tonight we just played the right way. We made shots, and then we were able to set our defense.
Last question is Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic.
Coach, obviously, when you look at just 48 hours, with you in terms of what you had to take care of, and then the loss, and then now this win, just maybe take us to your range of emotions of what you've been dealing with here in these last, 48, 72 hours, and then to have it finish with the win tonight.
I'll be straight with you. I feel like I'm failing our guys by not challenging them enough. That's how I felt when I went home last night, that I just did not put enough in front of them to chase after. And sometimes, I have to say things that people may not want to hear, but it's the best thing for them. And that's what I felt like last night. I felt like I let our team down, I let the coaches down by not enforcing the kind of play that we saw tonight. I haven't been enforcing that the way that I typically would. And today was, all about that, like showing them how we play, how effective it's been, and to their credit, they accepted it and came out and executed. But I just felt like a doofus when I went home last night. I felt like I was letting the guys down.
Yeah, Mikal, looked like you guys got the message after last night and the way you played tonight. What do you feel like was taken from last night's game that was applied to this game that led to the win?
We just stayed the course. We stayed the whole 48 minutes. I think that was our problem for the majority of the games that we lost. We just don't play the full 48, and we have lapses. So we came out, coach got on us and we came out there and executed.
Just to follow up, obviously, this was the first time playing against Kelly since the trade. I saw you guys, going at it. What was that like, him on the opposite end in tonight?
It's different, we've been together for a couple years, same team. So it was a little bit different, but happy to see him, I miss my guy.
Next is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, and then Dave King.
Mikal, you had 8 trips to the foul line tonight. It felt like a couple of those were off cuts. What's the balance for you like during games to figure out your windows to cut in? Because it felt like you were a lot specifically tonight.
Yeah, coach always talked to me and is telling me, they kind of start running off the line a little bit and just trying to look for other ways to drive and score. So I just, I'm not used to that, man. Last time I seen people run me off the line was my last year at college. So just getting used to be able to do all the other things I love to do is cutting and driving. So just kind of open up all my other game that I have.
Next is Dave King with Bright Side of the Sun, and then Brendan Clean.
2 quick things, Mikal. One, it looked like you hurt your arm or shoulder on a defensive play in the game. You were kind of cradling it a little bit, but then you seemed fine after. So tell us about that. And then second, Frank Kaminsky, tell us about what you thought of his game tonight. He almost had a triple-double coming off the bench for you guys.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all good. Just trying to guard Steph. It's not easy. I'll let you know that now. It's not easy. And arm kind of got stuck in the screen, and I'm just happy I kind of braced for it, but just a little stinger. I'm all good. And yeah, man, Frank came out there, played really well. I love playing with Frank. He could pass the ball so well, so that's where my cutting really gets involved, especially with him, because he looks to pass more than score. So he helps me out, and he talks all the time. He's a great dude to play with.
Next is Brendan Clean with Forbes, followed by Dwayne Rankin.
And Mikal, you kind of touched on it with how difficult it can be to contain Steph, but half his points came in the first quarter, and then after that, he wasn't as effective. What were you guys doing there? Was it just a matter of maybe making shots so they weren't able to get in rhythm on the other end? What did you see about how he kind of quieted down?
Just mixing up coverages. Just try, tire him out as much as I can. All of us, me pick up full, try to just turn him a little bit, and then everybody else be in there in shifts. They all help me, especially in ball screens and when he's running off other screens, so my teammates, did a heck of a job just always being there for me and just helping me make my job a little bit easier.
Next is Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic, and then Joe Pequeno.
Yeah, I wanted to ask just to piggyback in guarding stuff. What do you recall your first time doing it, and how is it now different after a couple years in the league and having that experience of handling all types of scores?
It's actually crazy. It's kind of my first time really actually like guarding them. My rookie year, I remember I was guarding KD a lot, and Clay, so I wasn't really guarding him as much. And last year we played him and he got hurt. So it was really my first time really guarding him the whole game. And man, it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be, just tough. His condition, man, it's unbelievable just how much he can run, move it out the ball and still hit shots. So it's just I'm over there tired, and I'm on the other end, especially in the first half, missing shots. I'm like, how is he making them? I'm tired, man. Like I'm tired chasing him, and he's just still coming off hitting all of them. So they're just, he's obviously unbelievable and really, really good. And it was just tough, but happy we got the win.
Final 2 questions will be Joe Pequeno with Fanatic Sports Radio, and then Christos Saltis.
Mikal, can you just talk about the sense of urgency this team had coming into the game, coming off of 3 tough losses? And I'm sure that was, lingering in the mind of the players, and how much it was a collective effort tonight to come in here and make sure you guys left with a victory.
Yeah, coach got on us, like I said earlier. you know, there's games we shouldn't have lost, and we came in and we knew we had to play the whole 48 and what this team's about. And we have to lock in on the scout, lock in the whole game and have no lapses. So that's what we did, you know, starting with the starters and the bench, and everybody did a heck of a job and, you know, had a great outcome.
Final question is Christos Saltis with Sport DNA in Greece.
Hello, Mikal. Congratulations on the win. What it means the way that you won tonight? How important was to react after the tough loss against OKC? And about you, how easy or how difficult is to replace Devin Booker and as a starting shooting guard? How you handle this?
Yeah, we just needed to bounce back, man. We came together. You know, being on good teams before, you know, and it's never easy. And, you know, you have stretches like this where you're not playing your best basketball, but the best teams, they know how to react and come out and play the next game. So we didn't hold our heads down. We came out aggressive and really played the whole game. And then, yeah, man, without Book, you know, it's a lot, man. He's, you know, it shows how much we really need him out there and how great of a player he is. And just other guys, we just got to step up while he's out, hold it down for him, and try to get some wins until he gets back.
It's obviously a huge bounce back win, and you scoring 16. Coach was talking about you being aggressive and getting to the rim. What do you feel like you did well tonight to help you guys pull out the victory?
Well, shoot, actually, today I couldn't even get something to fall at the rim. So, you know, the fact they're saying that. But, I mean, I think I'm just applying the pressure at the basket, trying to make the best decisions from there. And, I don't know, I just overall just played defense. Whatever I thought the team needed to secure the W, it was a must-win today. And, you know, hats off to us. We got the job done.
Looked like you guys were trying to give Frank that triple-double at the end. What happened?
Yeah, that would have been awesome. I missed the layup, the L1 layup to get him the trip dub. So that sucks, you know, but Frank's been amazing, you know, making the job way easier for guys like myself, you know, to have a big man that has his head up and could make those kind of passes is huge.
Next is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, and then Christos Saltis.
Hey, Abdul, Monty talks about the 0.5 principles in the offense a lot and just reacting quickly. Is that what you're trying to do out there specifically with the drives and just try and play quick and within the system?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm just trying to read the game. You know, if I think I got a slower defender on me, I'm gonna try to take him to the basket. If there's a mismatch on the other side of the floor, you're gonna exploit that. So, you know, we're trying to think the game and play hard at the same time.
Next is Christos Saltis with Sport DNA in Greece, followed by Cody Cunningham.
Hello, Abdel. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
How big boost you get about your performance and the win also? And how was the connection with Frank Kaminsky on the court tonight?
It's been great. Me and Frank, you know, we talk every day about ways we could get each other more involved, ways we could get each other easy baskets. You know, so our as far as me and Frank together, our cohesiveness is pretty good, you know. And I kind of missed your first question, to be honest.
How big boost you get from your performance?
Oh, I don't really get a boost, man. You know, this is my 4th year in the NBA, and just trying to play the best basketball I can play, you know, take advantage of the opportunity that Coach Monty has blessed me with. You know, he's been playing me now, and I'm just so grateful for him and the rest of his staff, you know, for believing in me and giving me this opportunity.
Next is Cody Cunningham with Suns.com, followed by Dave King.
Hey, Abdul. It seemed like there's many, you know, teaching moments going on during breaks and timeouts from either Coach or Chris or Jay or Devin or whoever. Just what are those conversations like, and how important can those be during a game?
Oh, they're huge, you know. Chris is the king of giving you pointers during the game. I mean, he don't stop talking. I mean, not in a bad way, but I love it, you know. He's you know, and it rubs off. So now you got like the younger guys talking all the time. You got guys like me, guys that might not play as much, you know, they're talking a lot now. And it's just, becoming one whole cohesive unit. Even with Book, Book is very vocal and great and supportive, We have huge, really good character on the team.
Next is Dave King with Bright Side of the Sun.
Hey, Abdul. So you've been in the lineup the last few games, and there's been some tough fourth quarters, one after another. And even tonight, it felt at first like it was going to be another tough fourth quarter, making shots. Then all of a sudden, just everything started falling. How did that feel out there?
I mean, it's good. That's part of the game. That's why you got to keep shooting, It's easy to miss 2, 3, even 4 in a row. And then next thing you know, you make your next 4. So as a team and as an individual. So it's important never to get discouraged just by missing shots.
Frank looked like you was going for that triple-double. What happened?
I was. And when you got teammates like Mikal who are missing layups trying to dunk the ball as opposed to just laying in, and Dooley who are smoking layups, it makes it a little bit harder.
Well, just to follow that up, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but just maybe speak to how you played and what you feel like you was trying to contribute and how that worked out for you and the guys tonight.
I didn't get the whole training camp with everyone this year. I'm the kind of player, you guys know this. I like to learn my teammates' tendencies, figure their games out, and try to help them play better. And that's taken me a little while this year. I didn't have all that time in the beginning of the season, no training camp, no preseason. I already have that kind of connection with Mikal where I tell him if he cuts back door, I'm going to throw him the ball. But it's taken me a little bit. Starting to figure it out more and more, especially how to play with Chris in that pick and roll. It's just taking a little bit of time. So especially after last night and how frustrating it was, I just wanted to come out tonight and, everything I've learned, everything I've taken from playing in these games so far, just wanted to put it out there and just play as hard as I could. And I guess that was the result.
Next is Kellen Olson with Arizona Sports, and then Joe Pequena.
Hey, Frank, playing the offense last year, you guys clicked into it right away, led the league in assists, playing 0.5, things like that. This year it's been a little bit more up and down. What's the key to you guys finding the consistency that you had playing that way last year?
A lot of it starts with our defense. When we play good defense, hold the team and get the rebound and get out and run, we're a pretty good team. I know we haven't been playing super fast recently, but at least, tonight, our transition and everything opportunistic was efficient. So when we get stops and don't turn the ball over and play like we played tonight, it's just energy and effort and just doing all things the right way. And then, like I've said before, energy is contagious. It starts with our bench, and you go out there and you just try to play as hard as you can and bring energy into the game. And tonight it worked.
Next is Joe Pequena with Fanatic Sports Radio, followed by Gina Mizell.
Frank, Coach talked a little bit about this morning, how he got on the team collectively, and obviously it carried over. What did you guys take from the morning shoot around, and did you guys take it so hard? Because obviously, for the team, losing 3 straight, it was a must win. And your thoughts of the team's energy and effort coming out and the focus?
Well, yeah, obviously, Coach is a guy that likes, as he says, he likes to call people up, and he was calling us up earlier today. We definitely needed it. We did not play well last night. We can't be dropping games like that. And we just wanted to come out and make a statement tonight. We wanted to come out and just play as hard as we could, execute the way we know we can, and just play together for a full 48 minutes. And when we do it like we did tonight, we're a really good team. And when we play like we did last night, we're going to struggle. So, you've kind of seen a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde with our team here recently. But when we play like we did tonight, we can be a really, really good team.
Next is Gina Mizell with Suns.com, and then Christos Saltis.
Hey, Frank, to kind of piggyback off that last question, accountability has been a word that guys have thrown out throughout the season. So how big of a factor was that just moving from last night into tonight?
It was really big. Coach obviously showed us film before the game on, things we did last night that just weren't us, things that aren't part of our program, how we run things, how we do things on the floor. And when you see it on the screen and how some plays can directly affect the result of the game, it's really eye-opening. So I think everyone just wanted to come out and make the right plays and do the right things, move the ball, play within the offense. If you watched the game last night, I'm sure you all did, but we were taking a lot of one pass shots and it just wasn't good for our offense. And it hurt our defense in the fourth quarter. So we just wanted to keep moving the ball, find the right play, do the right things. And a lot of that, I took personally for myself today to just try to get everyone involved, keep the ball moving, make the right plays, make the right passes, and just keep playing and talk on defense.
Next is Christos Saltis with Sport DNA in Greece, followed by Dave King.
Hello, Frank. Congratulations on your win and the performance also.
Thank you.
After a tough loss against OKC, you take a very big win against Golden State Warriors. What it means about your mentality, that win, and about your performance? Do you feel that you make your own statement with your performance?
Yeah. I've had good stretches in games so far, and obviously stretches where I haven't been good. That weighs on me mentally because I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of. I just got to go out there and do it. And that starts with me. That starts with me getting out of my own head, sometimes getting out of my own way. So tonight, I kind of had the whole day, after a back-to-back, we kind of have the whole day to ourselves, just sitting there thinking, about ways that I can watch and film, about ways that I can be better, little things that I can do here and there to try to help our team win. Just talking with people, talking to family members, talking to people on our team. A lot of that was just being a playmaker, trying to get guys the ball, trying to do the right things, move it from side to side. And then when we had our talk with coach this afternoon about, running the program, doing things the right way, moving the ball, playing from side to side, that's something that plays into my hand. So that's a big reason for what you saw out here tonight. And hopefully we continue to play like that.
Last two questions will be Dave King with Bright Side of the Sun and Dwayne Rankin.
Hey, Frank, being with the Suns last year and then obviously again this year, do you feel like the opponents are taking you guys a lot more seriously this year, and maybe that's why the lesser teams are suddenly playing some of their best games against you guys? Do you see that? Do you feel it, or is it just kind of what we think?
I mean, that can definitely be part of it. Obviously, there's guys we're playing against that, when you look down the lineup, you see Chris Paul, you see Devin Booker, you see DeAndre Ayton. A lot of people are going to take that seriously. I know me personally, I love matching up against a lot of the big names out there. I love that challenge, whether it goes good or bad. I love to be challenged like that. So yeah, there's definitely been some of that. That's all part of the game though. We have to be ready to expect that. It's a different team this year. We do have a lot of big names. So, that's on everybody collectively to make sure that we're prepared for that. If that's what's happening, we got to be prepared for that.
Final question is Dwayne Rankin with the Arizona Republic.
Just to follow that up, it seemed like the case with you and Wiseman. Obviously got him on some pump fakes, scored on him. When you're playing against, and I know he's just a rookie, but you're talking about a second overall pick in the draft. Was that playing into tonight for you at all? And then the two part of that is I saw you talking to Kelly at the end of the game. What you guys talk? I know you can't talk long because you can't have a lot of conversation, but what was it like seeing him tonight?
Yeah, the first part is, I was talking a little bit last night with some of the guys after the game that sometimes we just got to go out and play our style of basketball. Obviously, we have a game plan and we have things we have to look out for, players on the other team, tendencies, all that stuff. But at some point during the game, like it's got to be us going out there and playing our style of basketball and making teams come play our style, play how we're playing. Through stretches of games, we haven't done that. I think we did that really well tonight. We basically rolled the ball out there and it's like, this is how we're playing. We're going to play hard. We're going to play with energy. We're going to play together and come beat us, basically is how I personally perceived how we played tonight. Mm-hmm. And when we play like that, it's a completely different game for us. And that's the kind of mentality we got to take going forward. That's who we have to be if we want to be the team that we were talking about. And obviously me and Kelly go back a ways. We did pre-draft together back in 2015. I've known him for a long time. Obviously loved playing with him last year. He's a good guy, great person to be around. So it's always good to see him. obviously, like I said, I like Kelly. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say specifically what we talked about, but yeah, it's good to see him again. Obviously, miss him around here. So I'm glad he's in a good situation.